Okay, folks, here we are getting ready to start day 3 of our journey from Florida to Washington State. We're checking out of our motel. We're staying near the Nashville airport. It's about 6:20 in the morning, and we're getting ready to head off for Springfield, Missouri, and I will keep you posted as we move along. And if you can see it, there's the Nashville Skyline as we're leaving Nashville, and I don't know if you can see through the window there where there's the athletic stadium. Here we are driving into there's the Nashville Skyline.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
That was better earlier.
I can't see it anymore. So
it's a really pretty.
So here we are. We're in Kentucky. And I kind of like this road name here. My wife doesn't like it as much, but
I do too.
We are here in Springfield, Missouri, and we are here at the famous Lamberts Cafe. You can't see the sign because of the trees that have grown over it. Anyhow, we came to Springfield, decided to stay here tonight mainly because of this establishment, which we really like. It's called the Home, I don't know if you can see here on the front entrance. It's called Lamberts, the Home of the Throwed Rolls. And we'll try and explain to you why it's called that as we get inside. Just wanted to let you know that when I woke up this morning, I was feeling fine. Did a little stretching, and now my back tightened up this morning, and it's been tight all day. I've been fairly comfortable sitting in the car as we've been riding, but every time I get out and try to walk a little bit, it's a challenge. Hopefully it won't be a big deal. I haven't had that happen in a couple years, but it just happened. So it's one of those things on the adventure tour. Talk to you later. This here is the entrance to Lamberts. Quite an interesting place. You can see along the walls here they have all kinds of cool stuff. Black cat up there. They have, this is where we're sitting. They have cool menus here. Here's our, I think that's our waitress. Here's our menu. Can't really see it real well. And then they have people coming around with sides and also rolls that they throw around. Here's, we got some fried okra. And we'll keep you posted. And these are the sodas. I just got a Diet Coke, which is like a gallon. So they're not small on portions here.
Thank you.
Hey! Hi there, Mort Norman. This is the end of day 3 of our trip from Florida to Washington State, our Life Mastery Travelogue. And again, this is the piece where I'm going to share with you something from the book Life 101. And this also has to do with part 1, the very last 3 pages of the first part of 5 parts of the book, which is entitled, the first part is entitled Introduction to Life. So one of the issues that is discussed in the last 3 pages is the question, are people basically good or evil? And the authors wrestle with that question. They understand that you can find a lot of evidence for either perspective. You can say there's plenty of evidence that people do lots of evil things to other people. But there's also plenty of evidence that people do a lot of good things and are caring and loving and, do a lot of positive things. So there's this ongoing debate. Is the natural state of human beings that we are evil? Is the natural state that we are good? And the authors basically come down on the side of goodness, but they don't do it in the normal way. They don't say, well, in an either or context, we're going to go with good. What they say is there's actually 3 dimensions here, not just 2. And they say that they believe that at our core, all human beings are fundamentally good. And then what happens, and the reason, the justification for that, they say, is just look at infants. Infants are not born being evil. They're basically good. And as we go through life, we kind of learn how to be evil. And then, or learn how to do bad things. And then sometimes we get treated badly ourselves by other people, adults, whatever, and that makes us want to treat other people similar ways. And then we kind of learn to kind of put this layer of goodness, this manufactured layer of goodness on top of all of this badness that we've learned or assimilated from our culture, from our friends, or from movies, or who knows what. But they say if you go down to the core level, you'll find goodness. And on top of that is some evil stuff or some bad stuff, and on top of that is some, kind of pretending to be good to cover up the parts of us that are not so good. So I think this is an interesting concept. I don't think we can answer the question definitively. I don't think we can say people are inherently good. I don't think we can say they're inherently evil. I think that the way I would look at it is, and by the way, like Jordan Peterson, the well-known psychologist, he believes very strongly that until you confront your own evil nature and your own evil tendencies, and the fact that all human beings can do a great degree of bad things to other people, until you confront that awfulness that's in all of us, you can't really know yourself. You can't really be authentic. You have to own that evil tendency that we all have, and then you have to do things to make sure that you channel your energies in the right direction, and then you be a force for good, not a force for evil. So he believes very strongly that there's this wellspring of evil that we all have to be on the lookout for, because in the right circumstances, any of us could let it out. Any of us could behave that way. And to a degree, I believe that's correct. But we'll never know what's at our core. Is the core inherently good? Is it inherently evil? We'll never answer that question. I think the better way to look at this is to say we all have at our core, we all have talents. We have lots and lots of talents. And many of these talents are not really fully expressed. There's like this deep reservoir of talent. So you could say there's a talent for doing harm and doing evil things, and there's talents for doing lots of good things, lots of creative things. But I think a good way to look at human beings is we all have tremendous potential, untapped potential, to really do a lot of good stuff. Now, maybe there's an evil side to it, or a side where we also have the potential to do bad stuff. That's true. But I like to work with people around the assumption that there's a lot of untapped positive potential within them. And I think in my own life I've been able to find some of that within myself and develop it and allow it to come out that I didn't even know was there, to tell you the truth. And the same thing, seeing other people who are able to get in touch with those deep inner reservoirs of talent and ability that they have that they don't know they have. So a lot of life mastery is discovering how to get those talents out so that you can do amazing things, you can do fantastic things in the world that you might not even think you have the ability to do. But if someone worked with you in the right way, or if you worked with you in the right way, you could have those talents become expressed. And if enough people do that, I think the overall impact will be on the side of goodness and not badness. So I just wanted to spend today just talking about that particular issue because I think it's an important one, and I think it's worth our thinking. And other than that, we'll close out the day. Tomorrow we're going to be heading towards South Dakota. Don't know if we'll make it all the way to South Dakota, but we are going to be headed in that direction from Springfield, Missouri, where we're staying at our hotel right now. And so I will report back to you tomorrow. And by the way, my back is feeling a little bit better. There was a hot tub here at the hotel, so I was able to get in the hot tub in the pool, and that helped a little bit. So we'll see how, after I wake up tomorrow morning, we'll see, hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow morning, we will see how the back feels, and we'll go from there. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.